extraordinary meeting at Camp David after the Taliban took credit for a deadly attack in Afghanistan that killed a dozen people, including an American soldier. The reaction to these developments, what this could mean for his withdrawal plan.
Race for the White House, our ABC News Washington Post poll out this morning showing the shifting landscape. Who is leading the pack among the Democratic contenders?
I would vote for a ham sandwich over Donald Trump.
Break down the numbers ahead of this week's critical debate.
Humanitarian crisis, the rush to help survivors of Hurricane Dorian in the Bahamas. Conditions quickly deteriorating.
This boat is here to take you to Nassau, okay?
The massive efforts to evacuate those away from the disaster zone as we see the extent of the damage from outer islands.
Racetrack crash, the moment a Formula 3 driver goes airborne, flips twice, and lands on a fence. How he managed to walk away.
And Serena Stunner, the champ, taken down by a 19-year-old tennis phenom at the U.S. Open. A last-minute surge, not enough to score a victory.
Hopefully, we'll have some up soon.
Why some superstitious fans are pointing fingers.
Live from ABC News in New York, this is Good Morning America.
Good morning, America. Dan is off this morning, but it is great to have Mary Bruce back here with us again.
Great to be back again.
On your anniversary weekend,
Yes.
too. So we appreciate you being here. We do have a lot to get to this morning. An exclusive ABC News Washington Post poll is out showing a changing landscape in the race for president.
This is the Democratic candidates are in New Hampshire this weekend for the state's party convention and just days before the next big presidential debate on Thursday.
We'll have all that, plus George is standing by with his analysis, but we want to start with a developing story out of Washington this morning. President Trump revealing in a tweet that he had been planning a secret meeting with the Taliban to be held at Camp David that was supposed to be held later in the day. That meeting, he says, canceled at the last minute.
And these significant developments. ABC's David Wright starts us off this morning with the very latest from the White House. David, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Secret peace talks with the Taliban at Camp David would have been a dramatic bit of diplomacy, almost unthinkable and potentially game-changing, but it was not to be. Overnight, the president tweeted, unbeknownst to almost everyone, the major Taliban leaders and, separately, the president of Afghanistan were going to secretly meet with me at Camp David on Sunday. They were coming to the United States tonight. But what apparently scuppered the meeting is the Taliban's admission that it was responsible Thursday for a suicide bombing near the U.S. Embassy in Kabul. That bombing killed one U.S. soldier and 11 others. Trump said in his tweet that he immediately canceled the peace talks, asking what kind of people would kill so many in order to strengthen their bargaining position, and adding, how many more decades are they willing to fight?
And David, another reason this is so surprising to so many. Years ago, Donald Trump was very critical of then President Obama over possible talks with the Taliban.
Right you are, Whit. In the past, Trump was sharply critical of Obama in one tweet, criticizing him for negotiating with our sworn enemy, the Taliban, who facilitated 9/11. But as president, Trump has also expressed his hope many times of ending America's longest war. There are now more troops in Afghanistan, more U.S. troops in Afghanistan than there were when Trump took office, about 14,000 or so. About a third of them would have come home within months of signing a peace agreement. Now their fate is in limbo. But many national security experts have cautioned against too quick a drawdown, saying that it could create an opening for al-Qaeda. Guys?
Important developments. David Wright for us at the White House. Thank you. Eva?
Well, to politics now and the race for president. Just 4 days until 10 Democratic presidential candidates will appear on stage together in a debate here on ABC. And this as a new ABC News Washington Post poll showing a changing landscape among them. Vice President Joe Biden still on top with 27% support from Democratic-leaning independents, and Senator Bernie Sanders at 19%. But Senator Elizabeth Warren showing the biggest change, up 6% since our last poll in July at 17%. Now, in terms of electability, who voters think has the best chance of beating President Trump? Biden leads with 42%, followed by Sanders at 14% and Warren at 12%. The issue of electability taking center stage at the New Hampshire State Convention this weekend. And ABC's Rachel Scott is in Manchester, New Hampshire this morning with more. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Eva, good morning to you. Well, it was the largest turnout for the party state convention, more than 9,000 Democrats. Many voters telling us, sure, they wanted to hear policy proposals and messaging, but their biggest objective, to figure out which one of those 19 candidates could beat President Trump.
Hello, New Hampshire.
In New Hampshire this weekend, an all-out frenzy. 19 Democratic candidates racing to build support. Rallying at the party's state convention one last time before the next big debate. But for some voters, this primary boils down to who can defeat President Trump.
My number one thing is for somebody to beat Donald Trump.
I would vote for a ham sandwich over Donald Trump.
Early frontrunner Joe Biden slipping up while attacking the president.
But if Donald Trump is reelected, Freudian slip.
But the former VP still at the top of the pack, followed by Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren.
You've seen a surge this summer. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because I get out and talk about what's broken and have real plans to fix it.
For the first time, all three will share the stage.
You'll be in between Sanders and Warren on that debate stage. How do you make sure that your message breaks through?
That's not hard breaking through. The question is doing well.
Does that change your approach?
Not really.
Just last month, the president took his campaign message to New Hampshire.
Whether you love me or hate me, you gotta vote for me.
Democrats explained how they would take him on.
We must run a campaign of energy and excitement.
And downplayed recent polls.
I don't get high with the polls. I don't go low with the polls.
Have you found it difficult to sustain momentum?
I'm telling you, I'm feeling very good about where my campaign is.
And most of the Democrats will now take time off to prepare for the big debate. But on the Republican side, President Trump could see another challenger. Former South Carolina Congressman Mark Sanford expected to announce in the coming days whether or not he'll make a long-shot bid for the White House. Mary?
Rachel, thank you. So a lot to talk about here this morning. So let's bring in our chief anchor, George Stephanopoulos, who will be hosting This Week later this morning. Good morning. Let's get back to our top story. The president is sparking a lot of confusion with this announcement that he's canceling these secret talks with the Taliban. What does this mean for the peace process? Are these talks done for good?
That is a very, very good question. We don't know the answer. I'm going to ask Secretary of State Mike Pompeo when he's on This Week later this morning. These talks have been going on for some time. In recent days, the U.S. ambassador to these talks, Zalmay Khalilzad, had said that a deal was imminent, and it would include, as David Wright pointed out, within 135 days withdrawal of about 5,000 U.S. troops. Nobody knew about these secret talks at Camp David, and even some Republicans now are unhappy with the very idea that the Taliban would be invited to Camp David. But it does appear that the president has pulled the plug for now. He's using this Thursday attack as his reason, but what's confusing about that is, and there have been attacks all through this peace process, and in the past, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and others have said those attacks are a reason to continue the peace talks, not a reason to shut them down.
Lots of questions for Secretary Pompeo this morning. Let's go to the poll, though. Biden has been maintaining this steady lead, but he's also been under a lot of criticism for his gaffes and recent misstatements. Looking at these numbers, is that a sign that all of that talk, all that criticism is overblown?
Well, perhaps. I mean, his lead has been fairly stable, according to our poll. I think the big news in our poll is that rise of Elizabeth Warren, who's had a very good summer coming out. And then when you look overall at those top three, they have more support than almost triple the support of all the other candidates combined. But it still is early. We have this debate coming up on Thursday night, and over half the voters say they could switch their vote. So we have a long road ahead.
It is going to be a very interesting week, George. Thank you so much. Tune in later this morning when George will be hosting This Week, going one-on-one with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and I will also be joining the roundtable of the Powerhouse crew this morning, double duty, to discuss the third Democratic presidential debate, which you will be anchoring and moderating, and we will see right here on ABC at 8 p.m. on Thursday.
Thank you.
Happening right now, the U.S. Coast Guard is helping evacuate a crew from a cargo vessel near St. Simons Sound, Georgia. Help was called in after the Golden Ray started tilting to its side. And this photo shows just how far the ship is leaning. The Coast Guard saying 18 people were rescued from the boat and 4 others remain unaccounted for. The ship is said to be used for transporting cars.
North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper getting a first-hand look at the damage done when Hurricane Dorian made landfall in the Tar Heel state. thousands still without electricity. One death reported, a 67-year-old who fell off a ladder while preparing for the storm. That storm eventually traveling more than 1,000 miles north to Nova Scotia, slamming Canadians on the Atlantic coast with 50-foot waves and winds powerful enough to turn a construction crane into a pile of twisted metal. And in the Bahamas, total devastation. Officials fear the death toll could be hundreds, if not thousands, as search and rescue efforts there intensify. ABC's Marcus Moore is there for us once again this morning. Marcus, good morning.
Oh, Whit, good morning. The effort to evacuate storm survivors continued overnight, and we have seen noticeable progress in getting those men, women, and children off of the devastated islands. But the work here in the Bahamas is far from over. This morning, up to 10,000 people in Abaco alone are in need of food, water, and shelter. Bahamian emergency management officials calling food distribution a challenge and deeming the water in some areas unsafe for consumption and hygiene. The desperate search intensifying. Hundreds, if not thousands, missing, buried in rubble. The death toll still sitting at 43, but it's expected to increase drastically. Our team returned to Marsh Harbor by air, where aid groups continue evacuating storm survivors. The recovery on the Abaco Islands progressing with each new day. You look around here, you're just reminded of how far they have to go to rebuild all of this, and it's like, where do you begin? We reach the port and witness a feverish effort to evacuate more survivors.
This boat is here to take you to Nassau, okay?
Senior Lieutenant William Stirrup of the Royal Bahamian Defense Force leading the charge, managing a constant stream of humanity.
It's going, and it's going. And the best we can do under this circumstances.
Bahamian officials assuring Nassau can comfortably house the evacuees through various shelter programs. The U.S. also providing shelter, 1,100 Bahamians finally docking in Palm Beach, Florida, rescued via cruise ship. This mother of 2 boys and a small child, desperate to get off the devastated island.
I went to Sandy Point trying to get on yesterday, couldn't get on. I went to the airport, it was too chaos. I couldn't get on, so I said, Lord, today have to be the day for me to get on this boat.
Later, we board a boat and head for Elbow Key, a small island community popular for vacation homes left in ruins.
I need supplies for my heavy equipment. Tires, plugs, diesel to keep the machines running.
For now, they're not waiting for help to begin their recovery, clearing roads on their own and rationing fuel until the island is back up and running fully. They know that is likely years away.
Does it seem real to you?
Dude, but believe it or not, I'm still actually telling myself, you're gonna wake up and it's all a dream.
And the Prime Minister is expected to address the nation on Monday as this country tries to recover from this unprecedented storm. And one of the things we've heard from so many people is that they have lost everything and they have no idea what is next for their families. Whit.
That devastation so widespread. Marcus Moore for us once again in the Bahamas. Thank you. We want to transition now to the growing concerns this morning about a mosquito-borne virus called Eastern Equine Encephalitis, or Triple E. The rare virus has health officials on alert with word it's claimed a second life this year, this time in Michigan, a 50-year-old woman. In addition, the number of Triple E cases in Massachusetts has risen to 7, including a 5-year-old girl. Officials now deeming dozens of communities in Massachusetts at critical risk for the disease. So let's bring in ABC's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jen Ashton, who's here again to explain this for us. And I think what's so alarming here, Dr. Ashton, is the severity of the symptoms and the deaths here. Explain that to us.
Let's do a little deeper dive, Whit, on Triple E. First of all, 7 cases thus far confirmed in the state of Massachusetts. To put that into context, we normally see 7 cases in the entire country per year. This is a very, very rare but very deadly virus. Most people who are infected by this mosquito do not get sick. It seems to be most dangerous, or most people who are at risk are under the age of 15, over the age of 50. Of the small percentage who don't get sick, it kind of gets divided into those who get systemic symptoms like fever, body aches, and those who get brain involvement. If you get Triple E with these symptoms, fever, headache, vomiting, a restlessness, drowsiness, and then coma, there's a 30% mortality rate. There is no treatment. There is no cure. The care is just supportive, and that's why this is getting so much attention.
You mentioned some of those initial symptoms there, but also what do we do to prevent this?
Well, that is kind of the good news here, Whit, is that we do know how to fight mosquito-borne illness. illness. The key things: using mosquito repellent, using protective clothing, including clothing that has permethrin in it, and avoiding standing water. They're spraying in these regions in Massachusetts, and we're going to stay on top of it.
Important information. Dr. Ashton, always appreciate it. Thank you.
Now to that fierce battle at the U.S. Open. Serena Williams with a thrilling last-minute surge, but it wasn't enough. She lost the women's finals to a 19-year-old who wasn't even born when Williams won her first Grand Slam title there. Canadian Bianca Andreescu simply outplaying her. ABC's Stephanie Ramos is in Flushing Meadows, New York at the tournament. Stephanie, good morning.
Mary, good morning. This was tennis icon Serena Williams' 33rd appearance in the Grand Slam final. And the crowd here at Arthur Ashe Stadium was overwhelmingly supportive, so much so that her competitor at one point even had to cover her ears because the cheers for Serena were so loud. But in the end, that newcomer took home the title.
Unthinkable. On the precipice of history, Serena Williams denied yet again her push to break the more than 40-year record of 24 Grand Slam wins, stopped by the 19-year-old phenom Bianca Andreescu. Andreescu in her first Grand Slam. Serena putting up a fight, but it wasn't enough.
I just feel really honored to be out here, and I'm just so proud that I'm still, out here and competing at this level, because it's not easy, to be in this particular sport for 20 years.
Goal was to make her work for every shot, and I think that's what I did really well.
Serena's close pal, Meghan Markle, looking on nervously from the crowd, sitting between Serena's mom and tennis coach. Some superstitious fans worried. The last time the Duchess showed up to support, Serena lost in straight sets at Wimbledon. And this latest Grand Slam loss comes a year after the firestorm at the U.S. Open in 2018. Took it out of the frame. When Serena lost to Naomi Osaka. And though Serena continues to make it to the Grand Slam, Saturday's loss to Andreescu marks the fourth defeat in a Grand Slam final since Serena gave birth to her first child. She shared with our very own Robin Roberts the challenges of balancing her career post-pregnancy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but because I'm still, trying to come back and trying to recover and trying to, bring everything back. But it hasn't been easy for me.
But Williams holding on to her resolve and pushing forward.
My team has been so supportive for all the ups and downs and downs and downs and downs and downs and downs, and hopefully we'll have some ups soon.
In a news conference, Serena said yesterday's match was the worst she's played in all of the tournament, but she also has some perspective. She says 20 years from now, she'll probably look back and say, wow, that wasn't so bad. But right now, it is just too hard. And guys, the intense tennis matches here at the U.S. Open are not over. The men's face off in the finals later on today.
Everybody's going to be watching for that. Yes. All right. Thank you, Stephanie Ramos. Yeah, you have to remember, she's trying to beat a record. That's not an easy thing to do. It's still quite the accomplishment. Let's turn now to Rob.
Hey, guys.
It's good to have you back.
Hey, it's great to be back. Weather's nice here. Hello, Mary. Nice to have you on the desk.
Like the tie, too. You got the kids.
I didn't get to spend much time with the kids last night, so I just
it's the least you could do, Dad.
Father's Day gift. Nova Scotia. Boy, the Canadian Maritimes, Atlantic Canada, you're dealing with Dorian still. Yesterday making landfall late yesterday at 6:15 with 100-mile-per-hour winds in Nova Scotia. And there are thousands of Canadians this morning that are without power. Post-tropical storm Dorian now with 80-mile-per-hour winds. And you're looking at a center that it's about 80 miles northwest of Cape St. George, Newfoundland. Labrador will get it later on today, and then it'll make its way towards the North Pole, as these things typically do. We're watching Gabrielle, not a big deal. This guy's far away. We'll watch that carefully. And this little guy's heading towards the Bahamas, about a 20% chance of developing into something in the next 5 days. That's closer, so we'll keep a close eye on that. We're done with all these names. There's Gabrielle still, Umberto, Imelda, Jerry, Karen, and Lorenzo are up next. Hopefully we don't get to many of those. That's checking what's happening with Dorian. Time now for a look at your local forecast.
Well, hello and happy Sunday. Adams Morgan Day, the 41st annual, is today. Temperatures reaching the low in mid-80s this afternoon. Under partly cloudy skies should be a delightful end to the weekend. Now, we do have chances for rain back here by Monday. I think the highest likelihood will be south and southeast of D.C. High temperatures in the lower 80s. We'll see lower 80s under partly cloudy skies on your Tuesday. Back near 90 degrees on Wednesday. Yeah, chance for 90. That will hang around as we get to Thursday. Finally, some showers and storms cool things down Friday and Saturday.
I don't see any of your names on that hurricane list. I think we're in good shape for the rest of the season.
Okay, we'll
By
take
the way,
that.
the weather looks fantastic for the men's final this afternoon.
All right,
We'll
take that. It's good to have you back, Rob.
Nice to be back. I miss you guys.
Glad you found a raised